Hello, come in. This is Antique Demonstrations, and I'm your host, Hammer Time Raj. I've been buying and selling antiques for over 50 years, so I know a lot of things because I've seen a lot of things. I'm going to take you back to the 1800s and early 1900s, where farmers' lives were made so much easier with the new inventions in those days. Picture this. You see this little baby right here? It's 1948. You're headed to the beach. Well, you got your cooler out. It ain't no Yeti, because there wasn't no such thing as a Yeti, but you got your cooler out, you got it full of RC colas, got your sandwiches made, and you're going to the beach. Now, is this not one of the nicest RC cola coolers you ever seen? This is one of the best ones I've ever seen. That's why I bought it about 25 years ago. And the way you get into this baby is you just pull this up. Of course, this is the handle. Hey, carry it. Push in on that, raise that up, pull that down, and you lift the lid off. Sit down, and here's the amazing part. The sandwich tray is still in it. This is the sandwich tray, and look at that baby. You just don't see these trays in them anymore. They get gone. And look at the interior of this thing. It is such a good one. It is such a good one. If I was going to sell it, I wouldn't take a dime less than $350 to $400 for this RC Cola cooler. It is a nice one. Y'all won't like this one. I can tell you right now, this is an 18, wait a minute. First of all, it's an Acme bale, patented September the 2nd, 1879. It's a bale churn. 1879, different patent dates all the way down through here. And that's solid cast iron. This thing weighs 40 pounds. I mean, it's cast iron, it's all cast iron, it's hand cranked, and it's a butter churn. I want you to look up. I'm telling you, this is heavy. And when you turn that churns your butter. I gotta tell you, I just went down and milked my cow this morning. So let's make a little butter. What do you think? Pour it in there. That looks like enough for a stick, don't you think? All right, let's put the lid back on there. You gotta crank butter to make butter. It takes about 20 or 30 minutes to make a stick of butter. So let's crank this baby, and I'll get back to you in just a minute. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see what we got. Should be a stick of butter in here, at least a stick. Oh, Lord, I want you to look. A stick of butter, and it's already wrapped. Who don't love a machine like this, folks? You need to get you one of these. A stick of butter already wrapped. I mean, does it get any better than that? I got to tell you, I think if you had one of these, all jokes be aside, this thing ought to be about $400. It's exactly what it ought to be, because it weighs a ton, and I've never seen another one like it in my life. Got you something good here today, folks. You remember your grandma when she'd make cakes and pies and stuff, she'd have to get that flour out, pour it in a sifter, and then she'd have to sift that flour so it'd be good and smooth. Well, that's what this is. It's a sifter. From this sifter here is Bromwell's 5-cup sifter. Measurer. You can read that right there if you can. Anyway, what your grandma would do, or your mother, she'd take a cup of flour or two, pour it in that sifter, like that right there, and then she'd crank that thing. You see down in there? She'd crank that thing just like that right there. Lord, it'd come out of there so daggone thin that she could do anything with it. So that's one type that they had back then. Here's a different type. You're gonna like this one better. Now you see both ends is closed up on this one. Now you take the lid off here, you take the bottom off here. You see, look down in it. Can you see that? Both ends has a little agitator, but watch that agitator when you turn the handle. I don't know that I've ever seen one of these before. Ever. Now, here's what you do. You pour that flour in here. Then your grandma would take and sift it just like that. See that stuff running out of there? How about that? You'd make you a cake or a pie or some biscuits. Lord, them biscuits would be good. Anyway, that's two different brands that I got. But hold on. I got the Granddaddy here. I mean, this is the Mac. I've never seen one of these before in my life. When I seen this, I had to buy it. Now, I want you to look on the end here. 1910, that's what I was looking for. Look at that date on it. 1910 is when this thing was made. The other end's got the name on it too, as you can see. Now, the way it worked, you put your flour in there and just do this. You see them rollers? See them rollers, how they roll back and forth? I just think that's genius. Well, let's throw a little flour in here. Oh yeah, there we go. That's good enough to make a biscuit right there. Now, see how that worked? Isn't that the coolest thing you ever seen? I'm telling you right now, I love this thing. And get this now. When Grandma got done with it, she'd clean this mess up. So what would she do? She'd pull this lever back and this little lever over here back and lift all this out, put it in the sink and wash it along with all that and put it back together. And guess what? She's ready to bake cakes in again the next day. So I just love stuff like this. I would say these two pieces right here, yeah, $15 a piece. They ain't very expensive, but I like them because of the color and the difference in them. But this little baby right here, I'd give $150 for this if I see it somewhere because it's so rare. But I bought it a long time ago and I got it a lot cheaper. So, thanks for watching Antique Demonstrations. And don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe.